Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. As you can see, it's definitely been a while since I've done a video, a little over a month. Perfectly good excuse for that, guys. About a little over 2 weeks ago, I had some very serious back surgery done. So for a couple weeks, I kind of just been pretty much kind of bedridden, couch-ridden, as you could call it. I finally got back here. It was a couple days ago. Today is, anyway, tonight's Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. here in Georgia. I got back here about, it was Saturday night. A little late Saturday night, and got to do a live video with none other than Pop's Movie Dungeon and Brian Goes Blue. Had a blast with it. Took a little bit to set up and get comfortable and all that good stuff, but the missus was here with me to help, and so shout out to her for that. And of course, shout out to Pop's Movie Dungeon and Brian Goes Blue. Those guys are great. Had a lot of fun. I think we went right at about 4.5 hours with that live video. I was having a little bit of technical issues with my internet, but thankfully I got it sorted out the best I could, and we just kind of went with it. But had a blast with it. So once again, if you're watching this, please go check out Pop's Movie Dungeon, and that's Brian Goes Blue. Two of the best guys I know on YouTube. Have a lot of fun with them every time. We usually do a live video at least once a month. And to be honest, I would definitely like to do more than one a month. All three of us definitely get a lot of stuff in, and it's just fun to sit around, bullshit, and talk with those guys and cut up and just have a lot of fun. So, but yeah, shout out to those guys. Love them to death. Shout out to Cody Burris, also known as Shenanigans One on here. Guy sent me a great box. I got a new box over here. I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. That guy goes above and beyond. And Cody, if you're watching, I got your stuff sitting right here, man, which I just told you. I picked up this Vinegar Syndrome title for you right here, which is Auntie Lee's Meat Pies right here with the slip on it. Got it used on eBay for a good price, so I'm going to throw that in your box because I know you had that on your list to keep an eye out for. So I'm going to pull the trigger on that one before you start to throw it in your box. I just got to get it together, send the missus to the post office, and it'll be heading your way, brother. So trust me, you will have that thing in your hands soon. But yeah, thanks again, brother, for that box set plus the additional contents that you threw in that box. Because without those, these past 2 weeks would have went by a lot slower than what they did. And thanks to you, man, I got to definitely pass the time and not be in so much freaking pain. But anyway, long story short, let's see what else we got. Another guy I want to give a huge shout out to, as well as Brad Havens on here. I talked to him. Me and him has been going back and forth. Cool of him to always hit up the live stream with us too and shoot the shit. Brad, man, you know I love you, man. Enjoy the hell out of talking to you. Between Cody, Brian, Brad, Pop, shit, man, I talk to those guys more than I actually do like my close family. I wouldn't say close family, but you know, most of my family. Anyway, guys, I figure I'd come back here real quick. I'm gonna take my time with it. Not gonna rush through it, but I will tell you that pretty much for the 2 weeks and a little bit right before that, I spent a lot of time on eBay, just trying to grab deals, get stuff that I wanted for the best price possible. And I grabbed some random stuff here and there that I normally probably would have passed on a little bit if it was like retail price and stuff like that. But I got some of this stuff for great prices, so I couldn't pass on it. So I'm going to show you that stuff. I'm going to show you guys that stuff. And most of this came from eBay with the exception of Cody sending me a package. And plus we're going to start off with what I just got in just moments ago. This was a big ordeal. I saw, for a couple days straight, I saw people on some of the boutique, what am I trying to think of here? I just completely had a brain fart. But anyway, I saw a lot of people like on the boutique fan group pages on Facebook talking about what a great price this thing was going for. It had never been that cheap before. I saw in the comment section where people were bragging about getting it cheaper, blah, blah, blah. But who knows if that shit's really even true. You guys know how that goes. But my buddy hit me up. Cody hit me up and was like, hey, fucking get that thing. Like, I meant to get you that last time when I sent your big Criterion box to you. I wanted to put that in there, but unfortunately Amazon just didn't have it at the moment, and Barnes & Noble didn't have it. But that is a great price. Fucking grab that thing now. So when Cody tells me to grab something from Criterion because he knows my fucking taste better than anybody else, I completely grab it because he's 110% right all the fucking time. Before I show that, it sent me this set. It's been a few months now. You can go back on my channel. Huge fucking box that he had sent me while the Criterion sale was going on. I would say probably about 6 months ago, give or take. But this is one of the sets that was included in the mini that was in that box, and this is one I just fucking cherish. I actually have disc 1 right now in my player in my living room. Has the first 3 movies on it, and I can't help but just love the hell out of all 6 films in this set. But if anybody who loves samurai play, samurai films, whatever genre you want to call these films, this is a great fucking box set to have from Criterion Collection. They've done a great job on this. But that is Lone Wolf and Cub box set. I talked to Pop's Movie Dungeon. He grabbed himself a copy of this as well. I can't wait till the moment he has some time to sit down. I really want to take an adventure with this entire box set because I'll be so glad to do it with him. So Pop, if you're watching, anytime you feel like watching this, man, or that Stone Cold Blu-ray, man, you sent me, let me know. I got more than enough free time now. I don't think I'll get to go back to work for like the next probably month. Man, it's gonna be a long time, but anyway, I'm gonna make the best of it. But yeah, that's Lone Wolf and Cub, and guys, that is a great fucking set right there. I'll be honest with you, I had no, and I still have very little, no education whatsoever when it comes to some samurai films, some Japanese films. Cody Shenanigans 1 is the whole reason why my fucking eyes have been opened to especially other territories, other countries making movies, especially the early films, you name it. He's opened my eyes to a whole new fucking world that I probably would have never took 2 looks at unless he would have been like, look, take my word for it, just trust me for once, go get it. And he sent me this right here. We cracked into it one night. I think we watched the first 2 movies of this set in one night, watched 2 more movies the next night. We went through this box set like it wasn't nothing, and I loved all 6 films. I will tell you right now, the last film that's in this set, which I believe is Lone Wolf and Cub, White Heaven and Hell, the last film in here is fucking balls to the wall crazy, and it is great. There's not one movie in this set that doesn't have its ability to stick out. Great fucking set right here. So when he told me, hey, the set that I'm about to show you right now, that was pretty much, it was on Amazon for the cheapest price. Amazon had it, I think, for $108. I think it usually retails for about $140, but not only did they have it for $108, there was also an additional $18 coupon that was clipped on there to it. Plus, of course, free shipping with Prime. So by the time I got done paying for this big box, this really good weight of a box set right here, I think when I got done, it was $97.19. So anytime somebody's, especially somebody like Cody Shenanigans 1, who's telling me, hey, grab this fucking set, that's a great price, you're not going to probably get it any cheaper, grab it now, you're going to love it. Plus, there's 25 films in this thing you can't go wrong with. Fucking grab it. That's exactly what I did. But no, the guys, I hope I don't butcher the title of this. I watched a few unboxings and a few people review it. That is the Zatoichi box set from the Criterion Collection. I will tell you guys, if you don't have this and you're interested in it, this thing does have some weight to it. Criterion definitely did a good job with this. I saw there's 2 versions of this. There's this one right here, which I'm holding, which I got for an amazing price. This one right here, after I got done, like I said, guys, I paid about, it was $97.19 when I got done. Usually retails for about $140 or so. I know how Amazon kind of fluctuates their price, so I couldn't tell you the retail price of this because I still don't know jack shit about it. But I did watch a few unboxings on YouTube. I will save you some time and let you know that this is the set that is available now and includes the Blu-rays only. There was a box set of this right here that Criterion had put out where they included not only the Blu-rays but also the DVDs as well. It was around the time where people hadn't fully transitioned yet from DVD to Blu-ray, I would assume. So they included the excuse me, the DVDs as well, and I would assume that box probably weighs a hell of a lot more. I saw the unboxings of it, the way they kind of flipped open the book. You would open it up, there'd be a Blu-ray right here, and there's these little sleeves on the side. You'd kind of pull the flap up, and there'd be the DVDs aligned right there. And guys, that is 25 films right here and here, so I can't wait to fucking dig into this. Cody said there's definitely one film in here, I think it's the 7th or 8th film. I can't remember what he said, that was just some of the greatest samurai shit that was ever done on film. Let's see, guys. Yeah, that's 25 films, and like I said, this is the Blu-ray only edition right here. I will turn it over on the back, guys. The specs on this is very small. I'm gonna try to hold that up so you guys can see it. If you want to pause it, I'm sorry if that light's not hitting it really good, but I will tell you this, especially with the unboxings that I saw too as well. I don't plan on taking the plastic wrap off of this. I'm just gonna take the little, just cut the plastic right here on the side so I can pull the contents out. Because the actual sticker of the art, the sticker for the artwork is not under the plastic; it's actually on top, and as well as the specs. So I would say, hey, Criterion had to do what they had to do, but I want to say like they could have probably done a little bit of a better job with actually just making, I don't know, like kind of making like a J card, like Arrow Video kind of does, with like a full wraparound maybe or something like that. Because there's no denying, I've actually seen the artwork that's under the stickers right there, and the artwork is phenomenal. Looks great. I saw the artwork as well. They continue the artwork scheme inside as well as the fold out right there for the actual the housing case that holds all the discs, and plus there's a book in there. It's very detailed. Got some great artwork in there. So can't wait to dig into this. So, Cody, if you're watching, man, thank you so much, man, for recommending this. I assure you that I'm not going to crack into this until you're ready to take that adventure with me, man. Thanks for always fucking holding my hand, too, man, and reaching out and giving me solid fucking recommendations, man. I was, when you texted me, it was just yesterday, too. Believe it or not, actually, I don't like to order things from Amazon, but the price that they had it for, I couldn't find it anywhere else that was cheaper. I knew I was going to go ahead and get it due to the recommendation, who I got it from. And I pulled the trigger on it, sitting right there with my wife, and I was like, look, just go ahead and order the fucking thing, whatever. Hopefully it'll get here quick. And she was like, believe it or not, you'll get it in 24 hours. And I was like, oh, that's good to know then. So hopefully I can get to digging in a little bit faster. So, Cody, like I said, man, if you're watching, thank you so much for the recommendation. Like I just said, I won't dig into it until you're ready to take that adventure with me, man. Thank you for holding my hand, walking through the Criterion collection, man. 'Cause without you, I assure you that I wouldn't own 94% of what I do own from Criterion. All right, guys. So enough of me babbling. I would say one thing too. I like the art and everything. I will say though, but when you look at the box, like if you were someone that take all the plastic off and took the stickers off, the only thing that really describes what this set is the spine right there for the housing unit for which the discs are in, and plus the book. This side right here is the artwork. There's no other side that actually has the title on it. So, but yeah, hey, you know, that was Criterion's way they approached that and everything. And even with that said, I still like the layout to it. I'm one of those people, I definitely still wouldn't have took all the plastic off of it anyway, being it's a box set of that caliber. The way I even open my Arrow Video Limited Editions is I don't take all the plastic off. I just kind of cut it from the side where I can get the contents out. Speaking of Cody, that's him texting me there. Let's, Cody, I'm not ignoring you, man, but I assure you, as soon as I'm done with the video, man, I'll text you right back, brother. Alright, guys, so let's go with this bad boy right here. This is the huge fucking 20-pound box set that Cody, Shenanigans 1. I keep saying that, too. I always say his name, and then I say, oh, Shenanigans 1. You guys know who I'm talking about. He sent me this right here, and this thing just looks amazing. I opened it up right there on the side so I could take the contents out and look through it. I had to read through the booklet first. I just had to. Arrow Video, those damn booklets, they get me every time. But anyway, Cody was just nice enough to send this beast to me. I'm telling you, if you took this thing and threw it at somebody, you'd fucking kill them. You could hit somebody in the leg with this fucking thing and it'd probably kill them. Cause a blood clot or something. Anyway, guys, that is the Shell Scope Volume 1 collection from Arrow Video. And I'm going to tell you, I did open it up on the side right there and took it out. I love the layout of this thing. The book in there is phenomenal. I mean, it's... Not only do you got, I think it's 8 Blu-ray discs in here. They also give you 2 compact CDs in here that covers the motion picture soundtracks for a couple of films in there. Me and Pop's Movie Dungeon kind of crack jokes on the very last film in here because it's called Dirty Ho. So, but yeah, I've never seen other films that's in here, and I did make a promise to Cody that I wouldn't get into this until we definitely had the same scheduled time to really pop into this thing and get into it. I think he said he watched the first couple of films in here. I know Pops has watched the first 4 films and said he loved them. Like I said, guys, I don't know much, if anything, about these movies other than what I read in the booklet, and I was kind of careful to really crack that book open and really read a whole lot. I was really kind of reading about the Shaw brothers themselves, which is, what is it? That is Run Run and Run Me Shaw. Who was the founders of Shawscope. So I do know that I saw the acronym list of what Arrow Video has planned for the whole year of 2022. And I will say that it's like May, June, or July that this acronym is already sitting for this year coming up, for this year that we're already in a couple months, we will probably see volume 2. So can't wait to dig into this set and really just go through it, see what it has to offer and everything. I'm sure there's some amazing films in here. I see the 88 Films is putting out some Shawscope stuff. I think they put out like a whole DVD collection of some of their films. But it's great to see Arrow Video doing what they're doing. 88 Films has come a long way, I would say, in the past year or two. They're really upping their game on some of these limited editions they're coming out with. They're just beautiful. You can't look away from them. But Cody, man, I sure do appreciate the hell out of this, brother. This is a hell of a box set right here, brother. This is probably, I would say, the biggest box set I own. That Evil Dead Groovy Collection box set I bought is about, it's about pretty much the same size, but this thing right here feels like it weighed. It's definitely got that one outweighed. As in terms of box sets, though, even with it being 8 disc and 2 disc of CDs, so it's a 10 disc set. Even though it's not the most disc I have in a box set, the weight of this thing and just the size of it is probably definitely the biggest box set I own. I'm probably putting my foot in my mouth on that one, but yeah, I know that Hellraiser, that Scarlet set there, weighs a fucking ton too. So it's nice to see the quality that. I mean, it's not a surprise really because it's Arrow Video, but it's stunning to see that the avenues they go through to make sure that when somebody gets something like this in their hands, you just can't help but, even if you wasn't a physical media collector, you could, and you was a fan of a film or two, or maybe like the films in here, you just went to go open it up, you were like, Jesus Christ, like, I don't see the shit like this on the shelves at Walmart or nothing from Warner Brothers or fucking Paramount or Fox, and you won't, because Arrow Video is one of a kind. They know how to do their shit. But Cody, brother, thank you so much for that, man. I cherish the hell out of that, and I cannot wait to dig in. I swear, just between this set and this big ass box set right here that I just bought, I think we're gonna have a good while to get into some of this, man. But hey, like I said, I think I'm definitely gonna be home for a while, man. So I'm gonna make the best of this time. I've kind of been, to be completely honest, I've been, since the surgery, it seems like the first 2 weeks was the roughest part. The first week was unbearable. Even though I chatted back and forth with a lot of my friends on here and everything, people that I hold dear to my heart. That was great because it's pretty much the only contact I had really with, like, let's per se, like my immediate close family, and everything. But my mood was just, try to explain it's going to be crazy, but my mood was just kind of, just being, when you're hurting really bad and you're in pain, it's just nothing's like taking the edge off of it and everything. It kind of, for me, it throws my mood off really bad. So I didn't want to kind of bring anybody down in the process of that or anything. So I just kind of been really laid up in the bed or on the couch, just kind of not even really watching like any of the thousands of boutique release movies that I've been buying that I really need to get into, because I was just to the point where I was just like, all right, I got enough streaming channels and everything else. And it was a great time to catch up on some YouTube videos too from some of my buddies on here too. So I got to binge watch a lot of that. So that was great. Yeah, doing that, especially in a time where you can't really do anything else. I was kind of like hanging out with my buddies, so I spent a lot of time doing that as well. So, but yeah, enough about that. Guys, let's dig into this, because I will take all night talking about my personal problems that probably nobody really gives a shit about. But I assure you, that's the reason why I haven't been on here in a while. And I definitely didn't want to force it to come back here and do it, me be sitting here in a bunch of pain and just not have a great attitude about it. So, but I will say that doing the live stream Saturday night with Pop's Movie Dungeon and Brian Goes Blue, guys, if you're still watching, thank you so much for that. That was definitely like that was a huge mood enhancer for me, because up until that point, I was waiting. I was literally like, okay, when Saturday rolls around, like hopefully, it was a couple days beforehand, I was like, hopefully, like I can kind of get this under control. I can actually go back here and sit down on this freaking couch and get propped up with some pillows the right way, and we'll have some fun. I can take my mind off of it, and that's exactly what happened. It was great to do that. Kind of, I was telling them guys too, like right before we went live, I was like, guys, I kind of like, I'm hurting really bad, so I had to take some pain pills the doctor gave me and everything. So if I get a little loopy and I start giggling and shit, just don't worry about it. And they were just like, look, man, it's all good, brother. Like, let's just go with it. So kudos to those fucking guys. I love them, man. Pop, Brian, I love you guys, man. You guys are like fucking family. And Brad, man, like I said, man, it's fucking awesome, man. Chit and chat chit chat back and forth with you, man, fucking constantly through the past couple of days and shit, man. So it's always great to really for somebody to reach out and be like, hey, man, like, you got a fucked up sense of humor. You like some crazy movies that no other human being is probably watching, from like Vinegar Syndrome or Severin. Brad is one who's he's probably past me on that point. I think we've kind of described our taste to one another, and it's pretty obvious that if it's not the most grotesque shit that's on the screen, we're gonna question the replayability of that disc. So, Brad, you're an awesome fucking dude, man. I appreciate you, man. All right, let's jump into it, guys. So here's I'll rattle it off. You know what? We'll start kind of small here. This was on I saw, who the hell did I see grab this? Oh, Jesus Christ. My memory just went to shit, so forgive me. But I did see somebody had grabbed this on one of the many YouTube videos that I was just really I was going crazy with YouTube. I think I spent a couple days on nothing but YouTube. I think my wife just kind of got burned out with me. She just sat on the couch and just started reading books and shit. She was just like, Jesus Christ, man, like, you're in another world with this shit. Somebody had grabbed this, though, for a really good price at Target. And I got on eBay to see if, hey, maybe I can beat Target's price a little bit, so I don't have to get on Target and find a bunch of other shit that I want and spend a whole bunch of money. Found somebody on eBay who was selling this dirt cheap, brand new sealed. Everything's good, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I already have this on Blu-ray. I basically paid for the packaging, which I said I'm going to try to stop doing, but I love the hell out of this film. I know a lot of people hate it, so you just have to forgive me on this one, guys, for wasting your time. But that is Rob Zombie's 31 right here. I was one of the people that I remember when he started the crowdfunding for this film. I came close to like giving this dude some money, and then I was kind of like, man, like, come on, man, Rob Zombie's fucking rich, man. I ain't trying to give him the little bit of money that I got. I'm not trying to be a dick, but that was just the truth at the moment. But I'm so glad that it actually did come through, and he actually got enough money to finish making the film and everything and stuff like that. As the years passed on, I don't really look at it the same way no more, because I think we all know it's pretty much an impossible feat to try to get a film done, especially on your own when you don't have a lot of people backing you. So, kudos to Rob Zombie for that. I know a lot of people hate his films, and they necessarily don't care for him, but every time he releases a movie, I'm one of those people that will knock a motherfucker out of the way to get in first to go watch it. So, I love his films, though, and 31 I definitely like. I will tell you, I haven't opened it yet, but I can tell by the way it's set up that this is one of the steelbooks. So you have your steelbook, and then there's the clear slipcover that slides over it. I love those things. I love the fact that Best Buy has been doing those type of steelbooks now for a while. Kind of reminds me of the Mondo steelbooks. So that's pretty cool. This does include a digital copy, guys. I think I do have the digital already in my Vudu account, so when I do pop this open, I will be glad to give this to anybody. If you need this and you want the digital copy in here for your digital streaming service such as Vudu or Movies Anywhere, whatever it is you use, reach out and hit me in the comment section. The first person to say something, I'll give it to you. So, but yeah, guys, got that for a few bucks. So hey, at least I wasn't gonna pay no outrageous money for that or anything. I'd be honest with you, I think I got this for like 12 bucks. So I can do that all day long. That's like Vestron prices at this point. So guys, while I'm at it, because I don't think I showed this in another video, but I looked up at Best Buy and I found this one right here, which I didn't have a Blu-ray copy of yet. Thankfully, I held out. I was trying to land a limited edition that I think that Raven Banner or somebody else had put out. Never landed it for a good price or anything. Saw this sitting at Best Buy for like, I think it was 15 bucks, I think. Went ahead and grabbed it, and that is none other than the Raven Banner release. I'm sorry, that is RLJE Steelbook release of Mandy. Guys, this is the little slip card. I'll always keep them with the back. I got to put a protector on this, but I will tell you guys, I dig the hell out of this movie. I know a lot of people think this movie's overrated, blah, 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 but I dig the hell out of it. You open it up, it's a 2-disc set, Blu-ray and DVD. They give you like these little press-on, I think those are like those little press-on tattoo little things, or stickers or something. They look like tattoos, definitely. Yeah, it contains 4 tattoos. We'll take that little Shutter thing out there. It's a little advertisement for Shutter, but that is great artwork behind that right there. Like I said, guys, it was sitting on Best Buy shelf for like 15 bucks when I went in there. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 days before I had my surgery, and it was already planned to go. So I was gonna grab a few things while I was in Best Buy just to kind of have at home. And to be honest with you, I just haven't gotten into anything, which is pretty sad. Here's another thing too. I don't think I showed this. This is the Addams Family Complete Series on DVD. I think this, I got this, I didn't get this at Best Buy. I got it the same day that it was a Walmart. I think I landed it for like 20 bucks. Might have been 15, 20 bucks, don't get me wrong. Somewhere in there. But yeah, guys, went ahead and grabbed that. I dig the hell out of these old shows like that. I grew up with my uncle watching a lot of this stuff, my parents as well. I know a lot of people really didn't, in my family, really didn't like this series per se, and plus the next one I'm going to show you, but I dug the hell out of that. Though I had a lot of fun with that growing up. Let me see, guys, I'll show you this one right here as well, because I just don't know if I showed this, but that is the Monsters, the Complete Series on DVD right here. You know, it's a great looking set and everything. I like the box. I like the fact that they put the individual cases in there. I will tell you this though, guys, that unfortunately for this one right here, there's each one of these things, they hold multiple discs in there with the swing trays, and Walmart kind of treats their merchandise like shit most of the time, because they usually have some teenagers in there who just throw a bunch of shit around and don't really care about it. When I got mine, unfortunately, took the cellophane off of it and opened it. I had a few loose discs in there. I had to clean a few of them. I do have, I think, one in here that's a little bit scratched, and plus one in the Addams Family set that's a little bit scratched as well. So when I get to these sets, I'm definitely going to be popping those discs in to see if there's any issues. And if there is, either I'm going to return them, or I'm just going to take them to a place I go to up the street for. They actually have a machine they put them in to resurface them, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But hey, I don't want nothing fucked up in my collection. I pay good money for all this stuff. So hey. Let's see, guys. I got the Beetlejuice 4K right there. Missed out on that Best Buy exclusive long ago, and I'm not gonna pay what people are selling it for on eBay. I've kept my eye on a few here and there, and just nobody wants to work out a decent deal with me. So, hey, if it's worth it, I can see it. But there's just people who just charge way too much shit for some of this stuff. So, Best Buy had this sitting on the shelf with the slipcover and all that good stuff with it. I will say, slipcover or not. I would have definitely picked it up. But that's a nice bonus with that slipcover right there. I will say that Warner Brothers did a really good job with the art print for that slipcover. And I did watch the 4K disc that's in here. And I give it to them. It looks great. It looks great on 4K. There's some benefits definitely to having it in 4K UHD. And so yeah, I dig the hell out of it. But I would assume the same. Newly done scan that Warner Brothers have done for the 4K is on the Blu-ray as well. It's just, so many, so much resolution a Blu-ray could do, but hey, Blu-rays are fucking fine to me. I'm not going to be picky, that's for sure. Let's see what else I got, guys. What is that? I got the Halloween Kills 4K extended cut right there with the slip on it. It has the, includes the alternate ending. I'm sure everybody's done got this. I missed out on the Best Buy exclusive steelbook. For some reason, I meant to pre-order it long ago. I was one of the people who actually went to the early premiere of this, and not only that, but I came home and about 6 hours later, got right on Peacock and subscribed to Peacock just so I can keep watching it again. Yeah, I've had multiple viewings of this movie now, and I think I can pretty much safely agree with everybody else that if you had to take a shot every single time that the phrase "evil dies tonight" gets said in this fucking movie, you would be drunk by the first 30 minutes of this movie. And I will tell you right now too, of course everybody knows, but the character of Tommy Doyle in this one, which is played by, I'm not even going to go into this too much, man. It is what it is. Michael, I'm trying to think of his fucking name. Oh god, I can't believe my mind's drawing a blank right now. Everybody knows who I'm talking about, though. We've all seen him in the Molly Ringwald movies, Weird Science, and all that stuff. It's like Michael Anthony Hall, I think. I've just drawn a blank. I will say if that was the role to make a comeback with, he failed fucking miserably. And I'm surprised the director let him slide with some of the shit that he slid with in that movie for some of the dialogue and just the way he acted. So, other than that, though, I love the fact that Michael Myers just goes on a fucking killing spree, and there's some great deaths in it. That's what I love about the movie. You can take pretty much everything else in that movie and just be like, it gets burned out really quick. Here's a good film that I like right here. A lot of people hate this fucking director. I know that for sure. That's Darren Aronofsky, but that is Requiem for a Dream. I do know that Best Buy had an exclusive steelbook for this. I didn't know it at the time when I bought this. Didn't see it on the shelf or anything, but sure enough, I bought this right here. Had a good price on it too. I think it was like 15 bucks when I was at Best Buy, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I'm very familiar with this film. I bought a DVD copy of Requiem for a Dream and another movie Darren Aronofsky had that was called Pi. And I love the hell out of Pi. So this was a nice bonus to have inside that DVD set when I first bought that years and years ago. That was before I believe Blu-ray even came out at that point. So I was walking around in Best Buy, I saw that on the shelf, and I was hoping, I was like, if they put that out, maybe they put out Pi. But unfortunately, I didn't see that sitting there. So, hey, hopefully the future brings something good, and we'll see that come out. Guys, here we go right here. That's Creepshow Season 2. I picked it up at Walmart. Unfortunately, they didn't have the DVD sitting in there. The Blu-ray sitting there. So I settled for the DVD. Ain't no big deal. Had a nice Slippy on it and everything. I saw a lot of retailers selling Creepshow Season 2 Blu-ray without a slipcover, and I assure you that there are Creepshow Season 2 Blu-rays that do have the slips on it. It's just, they're very fucking hard to come by for you slipcover whores, so I assure you that they are out there. It's just fucking finding one. So I know I showed that a long time ago. Guys, I'm going to try to be honest with you, I can't remember exactly what I showed in my last video, and it has been a while, so if I'm showing you something that I literally bought a month ago for all I know, very sorry. That should be the end of that, though. Everything else I'm going to show you right here is brand spanking new to me anyways. Probably been released for years and years for all I know, but it's new for me, so new for the collection anyways. But guys, I hope you're enjoying the video, especially for the first video now that I've done in probably a month, maybe a month and some change. So alright guys, we're going to keep going right here. We're going to go with another Criterion release that I got. So I didn't do too bad. I actually got to build onto that nice little Criterion. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it. I kind of have them just stacked up on the back of my couch for right now. But thanks to Cody Burris, Shenanigans 1, he definitely put a lot of effort into making sure I have some of the greatest Criterion titles that they've released so far back there. And not to mention that he not only sent them to me, but he gave me great recommendations whenever the last Barnes & Noble 50% off sale came around. And I think I walked in there that night, went in that store, and between that store and coming back home getting online and ordered what I did, I think I dropped about a fucking grand. Not bragging. Nice. Definitely not bragging, but I will say that I don't take recommendations lightly from him, or most people for that matter, especially when they know my taste and I kind of know theirs. And so that was great. And what other great time than to walk into Barnes & Noble to grab a Criterion release when it's normally retailed at $40 and you can get it for 20, or if it's retailed at 50, you can get it for 25. I took fucking full advantage of it. Been putting that label off for far too long. And yeah, I did put some money on the back burner for a while just to save up for that sale. So that was very nice. And been digging everything I watched. He recommended the Grand Budapest Hotel, which I don't really, at that point, I knew really much from, I think that's Wes Anderson, I believe, who done that film. And that was one of the first ones I watched. There was like 3 or 4 of them I watched that first night I got back home. Grand Budapest Hotel is a great fucking flick. I recommend that for anybody, even if you don't like Wes Anderson films and you've never seen that one. That's definitely, I like the hell out of that film. You should definitely give it a chance. Repo Man has a great Criterion release, and I'm going to say it again, but The Night of the Hunter, that was, Cody had recommended me that one, and just for some reason, I was going through my big stack that I came home with. I came across that one sitting right there in the bag, and just for some reason, I think that was the first one I grabbed out of there, flipped it over, looked at the back of the synopsis, and I was like, well, I'm going to bed watching this tonight. Figured I'd go back there, lay down in the bed, pop it in the Blu-ray player, and just probably go to sleep to it. Popped it in within the first 5 to 10 minutes in that movie. I was definitely invested, and I stayed up and watched that movie and loved the hell out of it. I just found out recently that Arrow Films, which I'm not even sure if they're still in production of doing anything. I don't know if that label, if Arrow Video has abandoned Arrow Films or not. Don't get me wrong. I did see a few posts about it. I don't know exactly how accurate some of these people on Facebook are about it. Sometimes I read shit that's right, sometimes I read shit that's wrong, so hey, do some investigating yourself and please let me know. But from my understanding, I think they're no longer putting out any titles through Arrow Films, which is a shame, because what I've seen through Arrow Films, I know that Arrow Films kind of covers the Region B side for what Criterion would generally put out, and Night of the Hunter was one of the Arrow Films releases, so I definitely would like to see the special features on that one compared to the Criterion. especially with Arrow Films, they include a booklet as well. So I wouldn't mind trying to grab a copy of that from the Arrow Films label to add to the collection, because that movie's so good. I would definitely double dip on it, that's for sure. So, all right, guys, I'm just going to sit here and ramble. Next one I got right here, guys, I assure you I've never seen it before. I've heard it referenced so many times, it's not even funny. It's kind of like one of those things where in pop culture where you hear Star Wars referenced so many times and you're just like, all right, I got to get around to watching a Star Wars film. I feel that same way. I've seen the Star Wars films, the first 3 anyway. And I've seen the first 6 anyway, maybe 7, but I haven't really dug into the newer stuff. Not yet anyway. I'll get to it. But same thing with this one right here. I hear it referenced all the time, and not to mention, everybody always talks about it and recommends it and everything. So I went ahead and grabbed this off of eBay at the moment. I think I might have picked this up for like 13, 14 bucks tops. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger, had the booklet with it and everything. But that is the Criterion Collection release of Lord of the Flies right there. It's a film from 1963, 90 minutes, black and white, 137 to 1 aspect ratio. Slew of extra bonus material right there on the back, as you can see right there. I know that's a new restored 4K digital film transfer supervised by editor and cameraman with uncompressed soundtrack. So they definitely got a stack of features right there: interviews, audio recordings, audio commentaries. Trailer, Living Lord of the Flies, a piece composed of never before seen footage shot by the boy actors during production with new voiceover by actor Tom Gaiman. Yeah, guys, like I said, I don't know jack shit about this thing. So somebody had it used right there on eBay with the booklet, everything in good shape, and all that good stuff. And I had it for like 13, 14 bucks, and I was like, hey, I'm probably going to get this the next Barnes & Noble 50% off, so why not just go ahead and grab it now? And I might even be able to save $5 or $6. So that's what I did. So that's Lord of the Flies right there, guys. Hit me up in the comment section if you've seen that. Tell me what I'm in for. I know Shanny Guns 1 told me that was a good choice to land that for what I did. So feel really safe about that, that's for sure. Alright, guys, let's keep it going right here. Here's a great film right here. Anybody who's a fan of, especially like the Hammer films, if you're a fan of Terrence Fisher, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, if you're a fan of anything that fucking kicks ass, you should definitely see this film right here. Finally landed this one right here. I have this on another release, but I finally got the Arrow Video release, the first print run with the booklet with it, and that is none other than The Hound of the Baskervilles right here. I love the hell out of this flick right here. Anybody who's ever seen this movie, I'm sure you'll love it as well. But it was nice to land this off of eBay. Don't even ask me why it took me this long to finally land this thing. I've scrolled past it so many times on eBay and just went past it because either in the pictures they wouldn't open up the case to let me know that the booklet was definitely in there. And sometimes they wouldn't take a picture of the back of the case where it actually says right there that the collector's booklet is included in here. But I definitely wanted that first print run. I'm one of those OCD people, especially when it comes to any kind of physical media from the boutique side that originally comes with booklets. I have to have those. And because of that, I spent a lot more money than probably what most people actually would spend during these Arrow video sales. You get them for like, I don't know, like £5 a piece, which converts over to like $7 and something for us. But I got this for a really good deal, though. I think I got this for around, I think in the end, I think I might have got it for 12 bucks. So, hey, that was a great deal for me. Anytime I could pick up an Arrow video, especially an older Arrow video release, the first print run with the booklet in it, everything intact, good condition, to get it for something like 12, 15 bucks for me, I'll take them all day long, because we all know that newly released Arrow video stuff, it's like 25, 28 bucks if you plan on grabbing it right then and there. So that was a great addition to add to the collection. I am a Hammer sucker, that's for sure. I think I've been preaching Hammer now probably ever since the start of my channel, and I'll do it probably until the last video I make on this channel, so, which hopefully is no time soon. Let's see, guys. But yeah, Hound of the Baskervilles, that was a great score for me right there. Let's stay with Arrow Video right quick, because I'll tell you guys right now that even though I searched for a good bit of stuff, Arrow Video, believe it or not, was the ones that I actually found the best deals on. I think it was, I bought multiple titles from the same seller. I guess they were just trying to clean out some inventory, maybe just had some hard times and was selling some of their stuff off, and I was more than happy to get on there, see the best offers option right there, I'd go back and forth a little bit. So very glad to strike a deal when I can. Just watched this one the other day. Recommended this one to Mr. Brad Haven, which he watched it as well. And he said it was a little tame for him, which I agree it is, but the acting in this and the story of this makes it one hell of a great watch, and I'd recommend the hell out of this to anybody who likes prison movies. But guys, that is none other than Willem Dafoe and Edward Furlong, a film by Steve Buscemi, Animal Factory. That's a great flick right there. Lucked up and got the first print run of this right here. It comes with the booklet. I had a chance to grab this about, I want to say about 4 years ago. I was at Fry's Electronics here in Georgia, and they were doing a 50% off Arrow video sale. I had no idea what Fry's Electronics was. It was a hell of a drive for me to get to. But I actually saw on social media that Arrow Video was promoting the fact that they were partnering with Fry's Electronics to do a 50% off sale. They were kind of almost in the same vein of Barnes and Nobles, not quite as high, but yeah. Walk in the door there, and you're pretty much looking at about $30-$40 for each Arrow Video release, so 50% off. I was getting out of the store for like $15-$20 a title. Unfortunately, I walked past this one. Should have grabbed it, but fixed that problem now. I went ahead and grabbed it, and guys, I got this one for a really cheap price. I think at the end, there's another one that was like $12, so can't go wrong with it. Great flick right there, though. Let's see what else we got, guys. I got this one in yesterday. Another one right here I got for a really good price. I think I paid $15 for this, and this just came out just a couple years ago. This might have been about 2018, I'd say. Arrow Video put this out 2019, so went a little overboard right there with the time date. But that is Klaus Kinski in Double Face. I haven't seen this flick, but I'll watch anything with Klaus Kinski in it. He's one of those that I know that a lot of directors and a lot of people had problems with making films with him because of his ego and other things, blah, blah, blah. Him just being a hard individual to get along with. But I'll definitely watch anything with him in it. I was just talking to Brad yesterday about this flick when I got it in. And he said he'd never seen any film with Klaus Kinski in it other than Crawl Space. And that's a great film, especially if you've never seen a film with Klaus Kinski in it. Crawl Space, I think, was a great start. I will tell you right now, Klaus Kinski starred in this one right here way back in the day, and that is a great film. That is The Great Silence. I've talked about that movie so many times. Thanks to Cody for recommending me that one. And I watched this one with him, and that shit changed my life, especially being a fan of like Django and anything of the spaghetti western genre. That was great. But I will tell you that this one right here is the 50th anniversary restoration that was put out by Film Movement Classics. I will tell you guys, if you do collect Eureka, the boutique label, and you have a region-free player, Eureka put this out just a couple months ago as a limited edition set with a slipcover, poster, the whole 9 yards. And it is a beautiful set, and it's worth every penny. So if you can track that one down, I would say give that one a go. But hey, if you want to stick to something just as in budget-wise, it's a little bit cheaper, I assure you that this is not a bad route to go. If I didn't get fortunate enough to land that one and have it, I'd be just fine with this one right here, to be honest with you. But I love having both of them, though, because it's such a great flick. But back to this one. Like I said, guys, I think I scored this one for about $15 right there. Got the booklet in there with it, so good to go. Love, like I said, guys, anytime I can get on there, and the seller on eBay literally will list their titles. They'll actually show the back of it for the specs and actually open up the case to see if the booklet's in there or not, make sure everything's all good to go, especially if I can get a good price on it, somewhere in the vein of like, well, you know, something like, you know, $15 to $18. That's pretty much where I sit at basically after shipping and tax. If I can get it somewhere around that range, that's a great deal. If I can get it cheaper than that, it's a must. So here we go, another one right here, guys. Feels like I'm probably going to be showing you guys nothing but Arrow Video for a bit, so hope you guys are okay with that. But here's another one right here. This one came out in 2018. This is Apprentice to Murder. Don't really know a whole lot about it. I did right before I pulled the trigger, making the, because I bought multiple titles from a seller on eBay before I pulled the trigger and made him an offer on this. So I did look up a trailer and everything. This is right up my alley, so I could definitely get into the style of this movie, which I think is that style anyway. With this brand new 2K restoration of the film from the original 35mm inner positive. I've got a few special features right there on there. Not a whole lot, especially seeing what Arrow Video usually brings to the table, but hey, it might have been one of those things where they can only just dig up so much. This is a Region B copy, which I should have been saying from the beginning. Guys, this is a Region A copy. I'm quite sure that they also have this in Region B as well for you guys across the pond. Animal Factory right here. This is a Region B release, but I do know that this is a Region A release as well. Hound of the Baskervilles. This one right here is a Region B copy, and I can tell you that there is another release of this that is Region A. However, it's not Arrow Video. I'm trying to think of who I bought that from. That might have been a compilation disc that had multiple films on it. Who knows if it was Echo Bridge or who else am I thinking of? Anyway, yeah, that's Region B though if you're interested in it. Which, like I say all the time, guys, if you collect physical media and you definitely like to dig into a lot of films, there's no reason why you wouldn't have a Region Free player. I'm still seeing, even to being in 2022, that I'm seeing people on Facebook, they're paying $120 for a Region A copy of such and such because it's Region A and it's out of print, and they could literally buy the Region B release from 88 Films or Eureka or whoever else is across that pond. They could literally get it for $20, but they're choosing to spend $120 for the release that was released here in North America that's out of print. You could took $80 of that money and bought yourself a Region Free player, and you would have had endless possibilities to do what you want to do. So I always say buy a Region Free player if you collect physical media. If you're a person that you know for a fact that you're only going to buy a couple movies, you're not going to go crazy and turn one of your rooms into a big movie room and collect a lot of films, probably no reason into it. But if you own a lot and you plan on buying a lot more, have a Region Free player. Let's see, guys. We'll keep going. I just grabbed this one. This was a couple days ago when I got this one in. This was one of the last ones that kind of rolled in with that double face there. I believe Blue Underground had originally put this out before Arrow Video, but that is Killer Nun. This came out probably about 2019 as well, I'd say. It's a film from, looks like 1978, but I'm trying to see the date where Arrow Video put it out, and I just can't find it, so oh well. But yeah, this recently just rolled out, maybe 2 years ago, give or take. That's Killer Nun. Like I said, guys, lucked up and got the release also. That comes with that first run print of the booklet right there. So that is Killer Nun, 1978 new 2K restoration. I don't know a whole lot about it. It says from the secret files of the Vatican. For anybody who definitely loves the nun, the nunsploitation genre, we all, if you don't know, which I would assume everybody knows at this point, but Severin Films just put out that big, nice, the Nasty Nun box set. Unfortunately, their website is down right now, but you can get it elsewhere through other retailers, probably for about the same price, I would assume. Just be careful what you spend on it, but yeah, that's available. I believe that box set comes with like 4 films in it, if I'm not mistaken. Could be more. I haven't done a whole lot of homework on it, but I do plan on picking it up because I'm a Severin whore and I like their shit, and I know they do really good work. Next one up, guys. I'm not sure if this one's out of print or not. I think I was even talking to Cody about this one. I don't know if this is still available to purchase on the Arrow site or not. I could be wrong. I could have literally just looked it up for a couple minutes to avoid this conversation and be a little bit more thorough, but got lucky on this one right here. This is a 52 pickup. This is a film my mom loved on VHS back in the VHS days, and she had a copy of it. She always praised the hell out of this film. This is a Region B and Region 2 release because the DVD's included. This is the first print run with a booklet. I did look on eBay and I was trying to see what the cheapest prices was for this that was going for. I saw some outrageous prices on here. There was people on there selling it for like $40-50 buy it now prices, and stuff like that. I assure you I paid nowhere close to that. I paid, I think, $19-20 for this after shipping and handling and everything was done, and tax of course on eBay. So I picked it up for $20 and I figured, hey, if it's one of those I don't really care for, ain't gonna be hard to trade or something like that. But kind of like buying I like to buy all the movies that my mom really liked, especially when I was a little kid. Another one was of course Misery, which I'm a huge fan of. She was the reason why I got into a lot of Stephen King horror, which is still some of my favorite movies and my favorite books to this day. And I don't even read a lot of fiction, but when it comes to fiction, Stephen King's my guy. But yeah, 52 pickup, Misery. Another one was Flowers in the Attic, which I did get that the Arrow Video copy of that. I let my mom sit in my living room and watch that as well, and it was just like, hey, like look what I got. It's always nice to do that and like come out of my movie room when she comes over and be like, you won't believe what I actually found. It just got recently released by a great company who put a lot of special features on it. And she's always kind of like, dang, like I can't believe you remember that film. Hand That Rocks Cradle, The Hand That Rocks Cradle. That's another one. What else? Jesus Christ, I was trying to think of that Mel Gibson film. Is it like Bird on a Wire or something like that? Yeah, she owned quite a good, a nice collection on VHS back in the day. She definitely loves movies, still does to this day. Here's one I got right here, guys. I slept on this one at first released. I have no idea why, but I made good on it now. I did pay a little bit for this. It was brand new and sealed. No, I'm sorry, it was used, but everything's intact. I was about to say if it was brand new and sealed, I wouldn't have took the plastic all the way off of it, I think, but I just can't really remember. This has been about 2 weeks now. That's Clipboard Jungle. Paid about 25 bucks for this one. This is an all-region release, A, B, and C, because of the slipcover, the booklet, and all that good stuff. I am a sucker, especially when it comes to documentaries or anything involving having interviews with directors or producers on some of the most notorious films that's been made in history. That's always fun. I get to gain a lot of knowledge from that, and it's always just very entertaining to me. So, yeah, guys, here's the other side of the artwork right there. Good bit of special features right there for sure. So I know Arrow Video knocked us out of the park, and I believe this one literally came out. Was this 2020? I would say. Yeah, 2020 right here. So this is relatively new. Yeah, guys, just look on the back of that right there if you could pick it up. The special edition contents. And I mean, it's just. So Arrow Video definitely brought some stuff to the table right there. Glad to pick that up. Even paying 25 bucks for it, it's about retail, so it ain't like I overpaid. So I'm good with that. Here's one that I've been meaning to pick up, and just for some reason I kind of let a bunch of them slip through the cracks of my fingers for a good price, and I just didn't pay attention and grab it. But I fixed that problem now, and I got this one for a really good price. I think this was another one I paid about 20 bucks for. Yeah, this one, yeah, like 52 pickup. I think I paid about 20 bucks for this one. But it came brand new and sealed, slipcover booklet, the whole 9 yards. But that is Dream Demon. Don't know a whole lot about this. It says the director's cut on it, so I'm assuming, yeah, there's 2 runtimes, 88 minutes and then 89 minutes. So I'm assuming that's the theatrical and the director's cut. Anyway, it says brand new 2K restoration of the director's cut from the original film elements, alternate original theatrical version, high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentation. So nice amount of special features right there, guys. I want to say this film's from 1988. However, Arrow Video put it out in the year 2020. That is Dream Demon. As you can see, guys, you buy Arrow Video release for the most part. There's your contents right there. What's on that disc for special features. So can never go wrong. I will tell you that Arrow Video is really good about special features, interviews, commentaries, you name it. So it's kind of like one of those things. Whenever even if you blind buy a movie you haven't seen, even if you don't like the film, try to dig into the special features. Might give you a different perspective and all that other jazz, which I'm sure all you guys know that. So I do know that for the most part, I'll talk to some people, and they spend the same money that I do on some of these releases, and they'll watch the movie and not even really dig into the special features, regardless of whether they like the film or not. I will tell you right now, to me, that seems like a huge loss. Because especially for the most part, especially like Arrow Video, they go way out of their way to make sure that a fan of that film can definitely have further enjoyment digging into the special features. And for the most part, I'll tell you right now, there's just some of these releases that you'll pop the disc in. The film is 90 minutes. However, the special features will take you a whole fucking day, if not 2, to get through. And sometimes there's multiple discs that's inside one of these sets that's nothing but special features, archive, newly recorded interviews, the whole 9 yards. I take full advantage of all that shit. So when it comes to me popping in a movie, I will tell you this right now. I'm not one of these people to watch a movie and then immediately go into the next one, not unless I'm watching movies with, somebody else. If I'm usually just watching with just me and my wife or by myself, I'll watch the movie and I'll start digging through all the special features. So it takes me quite a while to watch one release and go on to the next. I feel like I'm incomplete if I do that, and I just skip out on a bunch of stuff. So, just my mentality, guys. Let's keep this going right quick. Let's switch up a little bit. Let's get off of Arrow Video just for a sec. I bought this one right here. That's a Code Red release. So, actually, I think this is the only Code Red release I bought here since I bought. Well, yeah, I went to Orbit DVD in Asheville, North Carolina. I believe that was October. Was the last chance I got to get to go. That was my second visit there, October 2021. And I bought these 3 releases right here from Code Red. That's Trick or Treats. Anyway, they repressed this up. And, they had this before in their catalog, but they repressed it up again because it was out of print for a while. Added a nice slipcover to it. So yeah, went ahead and got that. I got that for a really good price. I think it was like $18 if I'm not mistaken. 18, $22, something like that. Another one right here that I love the hell out of, that is Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. That is pure fun right there. Grab that as well. And of course, I grabbed Dead Pit. Unfortunately, I paid like $22 for this thing. Bought this while I was in Orbit DVD. And I'll be damned if Orbit DVD the next week actually got more stock of these in, and it actually had the slipcover. I'm not sure if it was like the glow-in-the-dark slipcover, blah, blah, blah. But it was the same exact price. So I'm not really that bent out of shape about slipcovers, but the fact that it was the same exact price, I was like, dang. So, is what it is. I went to go pop this in one night and watch it, but I was so freaking tired I fell asleep and didn't get to check it out. But I definitely will give it a spin again and check it out. So yeah, when it comes to Code Red, guys, I've only got just only so much of Code Red. Actually, to think of it, other than these right here, I may have a handful, if that. I'm trying to look up the shelf over there, and I can't even see the space where I keep my Code Red. So just goes to show you that I don't have a whole lot, but I do pick them up when I do get a chance if they're a good price. So I'll grab this one right here. This is a double feature right here, drive-in theater. This is House on the Edge of the Park and Last House on Massacre Street. Even though I already do have that great Severin release of House on the Edge of the Park, which they are doing a corrected disc for. Even though I've already watched it, it looks fucking amazing. I didn't see no problem myself, but other people did pick up on some saturation, some color saturation problems, which I'm sure they're there. I'm not questioning none of that. Especially with the fact that Severin said, okay, hey, we're going to make a corrected disc. There had to be something wrong there. But they did a great job on it, and that fucking set is stacked. I mean, damn. Severin did a great job. I could definitely see why the price point was a little bit higher than what Severin charges most of the time. But I went and picked this up, though, because not only is there another film on here that I don't own, but I would like to see Code Red's print right there, their scan of a House on the Edge of the Park. And not to mention, I got this for a really good price. I think I paid $12 for this when I got done. I'm sorry, I think it was like $12 plus $3 shipping. So, yeah, $15, then you got tax, whatever that is. This is an ABC all-region release, 185 to 1 aspect ratio. Special features is not much, but it is House on the Edge of the Park, HD master with exclusive color correction. Watch both films in drive-in theater mode. That shit sold me. I was like, wait a minute. I've kind of seen something similar to this. I want to say that it was Fender Bender that was put out by Scream Factory. They had this special feature on that disc where you could actually turn on like this VHS kind of mode, and it would kind of dumb down the quality a little bit to kind of give you that retro feel. I know a lot of people, to a lot of people, that's just a gimmick, and it's like, okay, like, I don't really give a shit about that. That's kind of stupid. But to me, I kind of like, it gives me a little bit more bang for my buck, because I'll actually watch the film the way that the distributor intended. But then I'll go back and turn that on just for the hell of it, just to have a little bit of fun with it and see what it looks like. But yeah, watch both films in drive-in theater mode, complete with intermission and drive-in clock. So, hey, $15, I was willing to take the plunge. And like I said, guys, that's a Code Red title. A little bit more to add into the collection, and I can't wait to dig in to see what Last House on Massacre Street. I thought I saw Turi from T-Money86 on YouTube. I think he had got one of these in, and I could have swore Bill from Code Red at the time said that these were very limited, that they weren't going to keep these around too long, and once they were gone, they sold through what they had in their inventory, they'd be gone. So I'm not sure if this is one of those things that was supposed to be limited, but it sold really well, so they printed more up, or maybe it could have been limited and that was it. Maybe the seller on eBay who sold me this just didn't realize exactly what they had, and I was just lucky to find it sitting there. Nothing fancy though. You open up the case right there, no reverse artwork, has the disc right there with both films on the one disc there. But like I said, guys, hey, I'm excited to dig into it and see what it has to offer. I want to see their scan of House on the Edge of the Park right there, because it did say right there that House on the Edge of the Park is the HD master with exclusive color correction. I believe this was done in 2020, right? Because I remember Terry not showing this not that long ago. I can't see a date on it, unfortunately. But I'm sure you guys that are watching, if you're Code Red fans, or actually this was collaboration between Code Red and Dark Force. I know a lot of people don't care for Dark Force's customer service, but it does have the Code Red thing right there beside the Dark Force label. So whatever. I could have swore that that's about like 2020. It could have been 2021. They released that for all I know. Who knows? Alright guys, like I said, we'll take a detour for a little bit and stay off the Arrow stuff, which I'm going to go right back to. Here we go guys. Had to grab this one right here. This was used on eBay. Great price. I think I grabbed this thing for like 10 bucks. I grew up with this flick right here. But this is from Kino Lorber. This is none other than Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood and The Good Son. I got a few interviews on here. Unfortunately, none of the interviews, though, are with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood. It's the director. There are a few actors, which is Wendy Crewson, actor Daniel Hugh Kelly, actor David Morse. They got an interview with the director, the cinematographer, reversible artwork, and the original theatrical trailer. So yeah, guys, Region A copy, of course, that's Kino. Open it up here. They have their little catalog, and pretty much the same as every other Kino release. So just talking to Brad Haven yesterday about Kinos. I love their sales. I love their prices. They're unmatched. You can't beat those prices and everything. But one thing I wish they would do is actually, I know that's, that's pretty much their stamp right there. Really no artwork on the disc. Just every disc I've ever seen from Kino Lorber looks exactly like that. Which I guess makes it recognizable for their company, but guys, the stuff that we're getting right now in physical media from these boutique releases, I would say that Kino's overall artwork and even some of their releases don't really have that many great special features. I would say it's pretty lackluster and dull. I did watch this, however, and it looks great on Blu-ray. I will give them that. It looks really, really good. As a matter of fact, when I first got this in the mail, I had to immediately popped it in my Blu-ray player so my kids could watch it because they had never seen it. And I was like, yeah, this is the shit I was watching when I was a little kid. This kid's pretty fucked up in this movie. So that was fun. But yeah, guys, like I said, I think that was like 10 bucks. So I went ahead and jumped on it. It was fun to add it to the collection. So here we go, guys. We'll keep going right here. Back to Arrow already. Let's go. Just got this one in. Got this one brand new and sealed off of eBay. Got to save a few dollars on this one. The Orbit had this one for like $27.99. Which is, that's about the retail price for what you're going to get for a newly released Arrow video release. But actually hopped on eBay and found one new, and after shipping and handling and tax and all that, I think I landed this for about 23 bucks, so I got to save $5. But that is the other release of Sleep right there with the slip cover. We'll let that thing fall out right there. There's the other side of the artwork. I think I reversed that myself. It's a limited edition, of course, with the slip cover of the booklet. This is an AB. This is an AB region. Don't know why they didn't throw C on there, but I'm sure they had their reasons. Sorry, guys. I think there's another. Yeah, here we go. Right here. Here's another option for the artwork right there. There's a booklet, and for this release, but in particular, they actually included a poster right there, as you guys can see. There's the booklet. Here's the poster right here, which I believe is double-sided. So, I do know that since it seems like since Severin Films, they put out that folklore box set, which is all the Haunts BRs. Can't wait to get my hands on that. I gotta pull the trigger on that sooner or later. I even thought about getting it yesterday. It's a lot of money to shell out at once, even though I'm sure that box set's worth it. And there's plenty of films in there and plenty of content that justify that price. I just need to get it though before it goes out of print. I gotta pay an arm and a leg to get it for missing out. But we all know that mentality. But it seems like since they announced that, there's a lot of labels that kind of popped up with folklore releases like folk horror. And I believe this is just one of those things that Arrow Video pretty much had right here. And they said, hey, what perfect time to do this. Definitely, yeah, all these labels definitely have the competition between one another, it feels like. So, but hey, it was nice to get this, though, for a good price. And got to save about $5. So, went ahead and grabbed it. That is Sleep. So, don't know jack shit about it. Definitely going to check it out, though, and see what it has to offer there. So, that is Sleep. Let's see. Here's another one right here. Same story as Sleep. I got to save a few bucks, even though Orbit had this on their website for $27.99. Found it on eBay and got to save a few bucks. So went that route. Came with the slip cover. This is the special edition. That is Mario Bava's Shock. Comes with slip cover in the booklet. Yeah, and unfortunately, guys, I didn't even open this one yet. opened all of them, I think, except for this one. For some reason, it just kind of slipped by me. Brand new 2K restoration from the original 35mm camera negative by Arrow Films. Doesn't get much better than that. Oh, let's see what we got, guys. 93 minutes. This is a Region A copy. I would assume that there is a Region B, if I'm not mistaken. I think ArrowFilms.com has this same release right here, but it has a limited exclusive variant slipcover. I did see that. I saw where a couple people were posting on one of the Arrow fan groups that, like, hey, like, I ordered this. There's some problems because I haven't received it yet. I keep getting emails saying it's going to be a delay. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but hey, I was glad to get this one right here. You know, I do like the variant slipcovers sometimes, you know, especially if the artwork, you know, presents itself into something else better than I want. I'm trying to think of what that slipcover looked like. I just, for the life of me, I can't remember what it looks like off the top of my head, but hey, I grabbed this one. Got to save a few bucks compared to what it retails for, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, and I love the hell out of Mario Bava. I've watched a lot of his films now for the past probably 4 or 5 years. I've been really introduced to his films, and I will say that Black Sunday is just one of those films that fucking shit changed my life. Love the hell out of it. Black Sabbath was another film right there that was great. That's kind of like an anthology film. Both of those, Black Sunday and Black Sabbath, those are both Arrow video releases. If you got the first print runs that came with booklets, Black Sunday was a Black Sabbath was a 3-disc set, and I think Black Sunday as well was another 3-disc set that offered a bonus movie on it, all kinds of shit. Arrow video, they know their shit. Alright, guys, so it wouldn't be complete unless I bought a bunch of shit that included some Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So I went ahead and landed this one right here for our great price. That's All American Murder. I meant to grab this during the last Vinegar Syndrome sale. This is one of those titles that I just forgot to put in my cart. Meant to grab it, but I'd already done grabbed about fucking $600 worth of other shit on there. I just kind of forgot that artwork on the back of that is great. I love that. My buddy Cody said that this is definitely a good watch right here. Here is the alternate artwork right here, guys. Let's see what we got. I want to say his name is Anson Williams, who directed this. Looks like 1991. It was released. It's the A, B, and C release, so it's all region, 93 minutes. Vinegar Syndrome has a few special features on it. Not the most, but, you know, they definitely got what they probably could. Who knows if it was a budget, you know. I never know the story on any of this stuff. I mean, they can probably only dig up so much stuff. But yeah. So that's All American Murder right there. Definitely can't wait to check it out, though. And I'll watch anything with Christopher Walken in it. Great flick right there. I got to watch, oh, Jesus Christ, off the top of my head, I was trying to think of it. Cody had sent me the Steelbook not too long ago, and it's probably blocking it where I can't see it, but let's move on. But yeah, that's All American Murder. Of course, I bought Auntie Lee's meat pies as well, but I bought that for my buddy Cody right there, so he could put it on his shelf and give that one a spin. I'm trying to think of that Steelbook right now, and for some reason I just can't think of it. It's a great fucking film. It's Christopher Walken, Lawrence Fishburne. They did it in Steelbook and Blu-ray, and then they come out and they actually did it in 4K UHD there for a little bit. Which I think is probably still available. Jesus Christ. As soon as I shut this video off, it'll come to me. I know if Cody's watching this right now, he's probably ashamed, because I got to watch that movie for the first time with him, and that shit was great. Kings of New York. I think it's King of New York. Great fucking flick. Alright, guys, so here's another one right here. Unfortunately, I went to several Walmarts right before my surgery trying to grab this one. The day I was, a couple days before I was scheduled to go in for surgery, and just couldn't find that Walmart, so I had to grab it on eBay. And this was one that I didn't get to save money on. I actually had to pay a few more dollars worth, but I got it with the slip, and it's all good to go, and I don't have to worry about it no more. And I'm not really thrilled on what the next title that this label's about to come out with, but hey, it's just how it happens. But anyway, guys, brand new and sealed with slipcover. That is Candyman Day of the Dead right there. Finally get to retire that DVD copy I have up there. Actually, I have 2 DVD copies up there by Artisan, I believe, who put that out years ago. Yeah, I went ahead and grabbed this one right here. I know a lot of people don't give a shit about this movie, but hey, Vestron put it out on Blu-ray for the first time ever, that's for sure, and they definitely got some features on it. So, of course, Region A release. This is, you know, Vestron's owned by Lionsgate. Actually includes a digital copy, Like I said, guys, if you are one of those who are looking for this, go to your Walmart. If they do have it, you're going to pay about 13 bucks plus tax. That is a great price point for these Vestron releases. I think now we're at 25, and I want to say for the past maybe 5, 6, 7 releases, we've literally got Vestron titles. Great stuff too, like Shivers, Little Monsters. We just got the Wraith. I'm trying to look over there, guys. Sundown, Dementia 13, Still Dawn. Just great releases for $13 a pop. You're not gonna. That's a great price point. I could fucking buy those all day long at that, and it'd be totally worth it. So, but anyway, I did say, however, before I showed this, that the next title that they have coming up, I forgot the name of it. I just watched it not too long ago because I was kind of doing a little bit of homework to see what they were offering, because it's a film that has the two Corys in it, which is Corey Feldman, Corey Haim. It is a little bit of a bizarre movie. It's kind of a weird flick, but for some reason, Vestron feels the need to put that in their collector's series. I don't know why. I'm sure there's fans of that film, so forgive me if I'm talking shit about a movie you like, but for me, it was kind of weird to see them announce that one, even though they've already put out some some pretty weird films. I would probably say that nobody thought would never see the light of day on Blu-ray. Is what it is, but yeah, that's Candyman Day of the Dead. So, for number 25, we'll get the next release. God, I wish I could think of the name of it, but I just can't. Is what it is. I'm sure somebody in the comment section will definitely let me know there. But yeah, maybe after in that one, this one's 24, so that one will be 25. Hopefully 26 will be something great where it's just to the point where it's like, as soon as that comes out, I'm grabbing it. 13 bucks, you can't go wrong. You can even get that right now on Orbit DVD.com, which they always have them. Walmart, they're about $12.96 a pop plus tax. Orbit DVD is $13.99 if you order it offline. There you go. It's only $1 more. Buy 2 more things, you get free shipping, so you ain't gotta worry about shipping. Alright, guys, so I think I'm hoping this is the last one. I'll take a look here in a minute. If not, no big deal. But here's one of the Holy Grails I got right here, especially for the price that I got it for. I did get it used. However, it's mint, complete, 100%. Everything's in there. I've even watched unboxing videos just to make sure that my ass got one that was 100% complete. You guys believe it or not, this one right here is Arrow Video still sells it. Unfortunately, they sell a standard edition of this film with the new 4K transfer that they done for this right here. The 4K scan from the original camera negative. But the limited edition that I'm holding right here is long gone, and it usually runs anywhere from about somewhere between 70 to 100 and up. I've seen them just, the price go all over the place. I've kept my eye on them for trying to land one for, it seems like forever now, at least probably 2 years now at this point. Just never could land one after missing out on it, and it's my own fault. But I got to correct that now for $34. I think it was $34 and change. I got to land Lucio Fulci's City of the Living Dead. Arrow Video's the limited edition right here. Even came with the J card right there. Got the book in there, the double-sided poster, whole 9 yards is complete. This was as soon as it wasn't a buy now, it was an auction, but the seller who was selling it was one of those who enlisted it real late at night, so the auction was going to end late at night. Thankfully, nobody else was bidding against me on this. I think I put a max bid of $45 for this on there, just hoping that, hey, if I get this for 45 bucks, that's a fucking steal, because the thing, even though it's used, even I've seen used ones on here that was complete that fucking sold for like 75 bucks. I was hoping to get it for at least 45. If I got it for that, it was a steal. But I actually landed it after, I think I got it for like 30. Then I had shipping and tax. So yeah, $34 and change. Got this thing and it's done now. I actually have it. I assume since I finally tracked down the limited edition Blu-ray release right here that I'm holding in my hand, and I finally got it, I would not be surprised if next month Arrow Video's like, oh, well, we're rolling out the 4K limited edition now of City of the Living Dead. It wouldn't surprise me. I'd love to have the steelbook of this too as well. I like this movie enough. I would double dip in that steelbook. Looks absolutely fantastic. Just like Zombie Flesh Eaters, that's another one. Looks great. I do have the first print run of that one with the booklet in there. However, I don't have the steelbook. That'd be another one I'd love to track down and get. They go for crazy money though on eBay. Getting this right here though, that was great. This is it's another one of my Fulci films that I just love the hell out of. Everybody knows pretty much House by the Cemetery. That's one that's kind of like, oh man, after you see it so many times, it's just like, oh, fucking Bob, Jesus Christ. Everybody knows what I'm saying too. Oh, that dub, Jesus Christ. But City of the Living Dead, man, this has some of the best gore in it that Fulci brought to the screen, in my opinion. You know, this and The Beyond, that's two great flicks right there, which I know that's pretty cliche to say for a Fulci fan, for, you know, everybody to line up and say, especially The Beyond. But I mean, Untold, thanks to Severin Films, Arrow Video, I own a good bit of Fulci films, but unfortunately, I just haven't had a chance yet to watch Enigma, and I think that's Demonia, which I literally just got from Severin's Black Friday sale. They found, I was fortunate enough that they found a lot of the original copies that they had pressed up, the limited editions with the slipcovers, and I landed them. Just haven't had a chance to get to them yet, so I'm sure there's plenty of Fulci films I haven't watched yet up there. That's probably, for all I know, they could be just as good as this, if not better, which who knows. I will say, though, the Severin release of Fulci for Fake that I have up there, I lucked up and got that one with the lenticular slip. Even though I didn't get it when it first came out, I got that for the Severin Nukes the Midyear sale in 2021. And I love that documentary. Tons of special features on there. That is great all the way around. But, yeah, another piece of Fulci treasure right here to add to the collection. So, very glad to have that one right there, guys. That was definitely probably... it's just another one of those holy grail things I've been chasing for a while. So that's probably going to be when the end of 2022 comes up. This will probably be one that I hold up at the end of the year, being like the holy grail gems that I actually tracked down for the year of 2022. So, guys, let me see here. You know what? I didn't show this. Shame on me, because I just got this one in too. Can't believe I almost forgot this. Guys, I know I showed everybody that one right there, which I showed this on a live stream last Saturday night with Pop's Movie Dungeon, Nightmare USA right there. And I will tell you, for an update, anybody who's interested in that book, this book retails usually for about $60 for USA. Unfortunately, I think it was, Brian from Brian Goes Blue was looking it up on Amazon. He just said, hey, like the cheapest one on there right now is $100. Because unfortunately, I guess Amazon might have ran out of stock, and there's secondary sellers on there trying to sell it for really high. So, guys, try to land that for a good price if you can. I highly recommend that book. I'm not even nowhere close to even digging in that thing properly, and I will tell you that has a lot to offer. That's a book that just keeps giving. But here's one right here that's limited to 2,000. I know a lot of people don't really care for books. I know mostly on here that I show, for the majority part, 99% of the time, is movies, but I do buy books as well. I love tracking down the old Fangoria magazines. This book right here I had to have. This was limited to 2,000 from my understanding, from what Grindhouse Releasing stated. But there's two websites that's selling it right now, which is Grindhouse Releasing and, of course, the official Rudy Ray Moore website, guys. That is none other than the official limited edition book for Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself. And I will tell you guys right now, I have not read the whole thing. I cracked into it a little bit just to dig through it. Can't wait to get into it, because once I start, I'm not gonna stop until I'm completely done with it. But I will tell you right now, that is, the quality of this book is great. It's a hardcover book. Grindhouse Releasing, if they are the ones who did put this together, they did a phenomenal job. I will tell you too that when I opened up my book, it actually came with a bookmark right there. Rudy Ray Moore, aka Dolomite, the authorized biography of Rudy Ray Moore. Thank you for letting me be myself. So that was nice. They threw in a bookmark right there. Guys, I want to say, I'm trying to think, but I think I might have paid $35 for the book, if I'm not mistaken. Totally worth it. As you can see, that is a big, thick book. Guys, the pages in here, they got plenty of printed, plenty of color printed pages in here. This details everything that Rudy Ray Moore done in film and music, the whole 9 yards, from the time he probably came out the womb till the time, unfortunately, he passed. I will tell you guys right now, this book probably covers every day of it. And one really good detail about this book is this wasn't written just from some historian or some fan who didn't even know Rudy Ray Moore. A lot of this book was compiled from the fact that, Rudy Ray Moore had surviving family and friends who all collaborated to make sure the details of this book was 100%. So, guys, I will tell you, very glad to own that right there. What a great time to be a Rudy Ray Moore Dolomite fan. Seeing Vinegar Syndrome put out that Rudy Ray Moore box for the 4 films they had already released of Dolomite, which was Dolomite, The Human Tornado, Petey Wheatstraw, and Disco Godfather. We got a nice box to put that in, and I'll be damned if we didn't get a book from Grindhouse releasing for, thank you for letting me view myself, the authorized biography of Rudy Ray Moore. Man, it just doesn't get no fucking better than that. It's a great time, so glad that that came out. I would love to see them take this right here. After I get through with it, of course, I would love to see them take this right here and actually make a complete biography on screen for Rudy Ray Moore, because the guy deserves it, man. Did some great fucking films and stuff. You know, so unfortunately he's not here with us no longer, but the guy left a fucking slew of work behind, and he is a legend in my book. He is mostly known as one of those that never really quite made it and popped, but in my eyes, that guy was fucking 100 years. That guy was 100 years early doing what he was doing. He fucking definitely, he definitely made a fan out of me very quickly. Vinegar Syndrome putting out Dolomite was probably like the best title I've ever run across through Vinegar Syndrome still to this day. Love the hell out of that. And Petey Wheatstraw is that's my shit. Guys, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't shown. I think we pretty much went all over it. We're about 100, I'm sorry, 100, almost anyway. About 80 minutes into it, 81 minutes. Let's see, guys. I'm trying to think if I took anything and just kind of crammed it somewhere, because I do have a bad habit about doing that. I do try to do, like, when I acquire stuff, I try to leave it in a stack on the table, so that way I can do a collection update video. Plus, it reminds me to watch shit and dig through it. But I say, sometimes I forget. You know what? I'll go over this right quick, because I'm not sure if I showed this or not. And it's just to make sure that, hey, I definitely went over it. I think I definitely did show that one of my videos. I got this a little bit back. That's Joe Dante's Matinee. I do have the the Shout Select with slipcover release of this, but I had to have the Arrow Video first print run Blu-ray DVD set with the first print run booklet. Actually found somebody on eBay selling that for super cheap, and I jumped. So we'll keep on going right here, guys. I will say that I made a huge order that I'm sure if you didn't see the video, I placed a huge order with Severin Films right before the Black Friday sale in 2021. Ordered a lot of stuff because they announced and said that, hey, all of our, I'm trying to think of what's the term they use for those. It's kind of like all their monthly packages that they had, they were no longer going to be available altogether. They had multiple titles in them, and they were not going to be discounted since they were relatively new for Severin. So I got on there and I ordered every single month's special package that they had. And when I done that, for 1 month, they were supposed to put in a movie for one of those packages, but they made a mistake and they put in Beyond Darkness, the 2-disc set in there by mistake, which wasn't no big deal because it wasn't like I was missing out on anything. They didn't rip me off out of a film. They actually just put another one I didn't have in there by mistake, which I was going to probably get anyway. So I contacted Severin and said, hey, you sent me the wrong film by mistake. I'll be more than happy to send that to you so you could send me the correct one that I ordered. And they said, hey, don't even bother. Just keep the one you got. Enjoy it on us. We'll send you out the correct one ASAP. And damn if they didn't. So thankfully for Severin, Severin sent me the correct one just not too long ago. But that is the release of Midnight. Guys, I did order this one, like I said, right before Black Friday, in that huge fucking order that I made, buying all those packages that they made for each month. I bought the slipcover individually in that sale for $5, so they did send me the slipcover in there, but sent me the wrong movie. So they made good on it, and they actually did send me the movie right there. I do know the Arrow Video put this out quite some years back. For all I know, it could have been 10, 12 years ago at this point. I do know that Midnight did receive an Arrow Video DVD release. I do not have that one, unfortunately. So it was nice to grab this one right here and see Severin just put this out just a couple months ago. They made a slipcover for this, not intentionally. I think this was a convention, a special convention slipcover that they made. I think they kind of labeled those that. This movie goes by an alternate title, I believe, which is called The Backwoods Massacre. So I'll hold that up so you guys can see right there. And there's the back of it right there. So I'm very glad to get that right there. I'm trying to think of what came in this box with these two stickers right here, because I ordered something from somewhere. Oh, that was my Fright Rags order. That's what that was. All right, guys, we'll get to these right here. I bought these two as well off of eBay. Got them for a really good price. This one right here came with the poster and all that good stuff. Didn't have these yet from Synops, unfortunately. I don't know why, but I went ahead and grabbed them because I got them for a really good price. But that is, of course, Document of the Dead and Just Desserts. Of course, everybody knows George A. Romero doing this one right here. This is pretty much covering Dawn of the Dead. Great release right here. I already went through this too. This is Blu-ray and DVD, and of course, Just Desserts, The Making a Creep Show. I think this is a Blu-ray only, right? I haven't got to this one yet, unfortunately. They did include the Synops catalog for the year 2020. 2020 product catalog. Comes with a Blu-ray right there, and I will tell you, they do have quite many special features on the back of that, so I can't wait to dig into that. I did watch the Blu-ray copy. That was, I watched the Blu-ray in here, right? Because this is 2 discs. I think it's different material, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because there's 2 different runtimes. The Blu-ray is 66 minutes of Document of the Dead, and then there's, I think this is a DVD, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's definitely a DVD right there, and it's 102 minutes. So includes the poster right there too, which I believe they said that was, I think that was supposed to be limited as a synopsfilm.com exclusive, but I don't think I've ever seen one that didn't have that little banner at the top stating that. So if yours didn't come with a poster and it had that banner on there, it's probably just, and you got it used, it's probably just somebody just got the poster out of it. Whatever. Here you go. Here's a Blue Underground release right here. I've been buying the shit from every label here lately. Mostly Arrow Video for the most part, I'd say. But yeah, I've been dabbling in every label that I possibly can get my hands on. So here we go, guys. This is Christopher Lee at his sinister best with the Blood of Fu Manchu and the Castle of Fu Manchu. This is the double feature disc right here that Blue Underground put out, the Blu-ray. Let me see. It's got the chapter selection on each film right there. Both films are on one disc. I know it being Blue Underground, they probably did the best they could with it and everything. Blue Underground has some great quality shit. Not to mention them awesome 4Ks that they keep putting out with it. Everybody swears by. Definitely gonna have to crack in that Maniac Cop 2 4K up there to check out what I'm in for right there. I've seen the movie before, but I can't wait to see what Blue Underground did as far as visuals and sound. But yeah, guys, I think these are both Jess Franco films. They are. This is Jess Franco. Blood of Fu Manchu is from 1968, 94 minutes, and The Castle of Fu Manchu is Jess Franco as well from 1969, 94 minutes as well. So, got a few extras right there. Some interviews and stuff. So, hey, there we go, guys. I got that pretty cheap, too. Like I said, guys, I should have probably said this. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I might have got these for about $12 a piece. Used on eBay. Came with everything, so I'm good to go on that. $12 a piece, not bad at all. And I got this one right here for like $8. So, I was already buying those, and I figured, like, hey, the seller I bought these from had this one right here. I looked at seller's other item. He had this sitting right there, and I was like, what the fuck? I might as well. It was $8, and I could just round up my purchase a little bit. So, yeah. Nice to add that to the collection. Here we go right here. I'm not sure if I showed this one. I believe this is out of print through Severin Films, but this is The Other Hell. I did grab this on eBay used. It wasn't a blue case. I swapped it over to the black cases. I always keep telling everybody who collects Severin, it's always great to buy when you're making a Severin order from their official website. It's always great to go ahead and buy a few of the double disc and the single disc black cases if you're OCD like I am, because you will probably buy a few used ones here or there, or new ones, even from Severin or somewhere else that comes in those blue cases. And for all my Severin shit, they are all in black cases, unless it's, some DVD release that they have that's in a clear case or a white case because it's Intervision or something. Blu-rays are put in black cases. So, yeah, guys, it does have reversible artwork. I will show that right quick. So here's, I believe, what Severin has it displayed as in their catalog product ID. However, that is the reverse wrap, and I'll be honest with you, I like that reverse image a lot better. That's some gnarly looking shit right there. Directed by Bruno Mattei. Okay, so yeah, I think I got, what was that? I must have been forever sitting there looking up at my shelf trying to figure out what that film was, but I do actually have a few Bruno Mattei films that I just acquired as well from Severin. So, I'm telling you, Severin puts out great stuff. This is All Region. This film's from 1980, 88 minutes. They got a few special features, guys. If you can see that on the back, I'll hold it up. If you want to pause it, read the specs or anything, or the synopsis, please don't give yourself a headache, because I know the lighting sucks in here. But as The Other Hell, and like I said, guys, I believe this is out of print. I think I got this for like $12 or $13. So, what better time to grab it? I was at Best Buy when I got Beetlejuice, Requiem for a Dream, the Mandy Steelbook. I also picked this up as well. This was sitting on the shelf. I still have the slip with it and everything. I do have the Criterion release of this, but I went ahead and bought the 4K release from Kino Lorber. This is the Silence of the Lambs release right here. I think this was like $15 while I was in Best Buy. I said, fuck it, just go ahead and grab it. I do love the hell out of this film, and I do want to see what Kino did as far as, especially with picture and sound with their 4K disc. So definitely these companies are, seems like they're all dabbling into 4K right now. I'm trying to think of a company who hasn't put out 4K. Severn has, Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, Blue Underground definitely, Synops. It seems like Blue Underground Synops like holds the candle for like the best 4Ks on the market. That's for sure. Aero Video, of course. I'm trying to think of a label. I don't know if Eureka's put out a 4K, which I wouldn't be surprised if they have, but I don't think 88 Films has, have they? I bought a good bit of 88 Films shit here. I don't think 88 Films has done a 4K release yet. Or Grindhouse releasing for that matter. But guys, I'm going to get a little sidetracked trying to think of all this stuff. But yeah, $15 I went ahead and picked it up and said, what the hell? I will tell you, just like when I showed you the Good Son right there, I will tell you that slipcover is pretty thin and flimsy. Nothing like a Vinegar Syndrome slip or nothing like that. Let's see. It does come in the nice 4K UHD black cases right there. Let's see. Yeah, pretty good case. But this is Blu-ray and 4K, and I will tell you, just like with every Kino Lorber disc that I do own, if you guys have ever seen a different image for the artwork for their disc, please let me know. But every Kino Lorber disc that I own is pretty much those plain Janes like that right there. Like I said, guys, I wouldn't mind seeing Kino kind of really. I mean, they release great stuff. They have great titles. They have a lot of stuff that I want to dig into that I've never seen before. They have stuff that I have seen before that I do want to check out. I would just like to see them as a boutique label really step up their game, especially when it comes to packaging, features, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I respect them. I love them. So I'm not sitting here trying to talk shit about them because I know there's some diehard Kino fans. You know, hey, I definitely I don't have like a whole big shelf or a big stack of them, but I do have a pretty decent stack, and I'd say I probably have about, with all the Kino titles I have, whether it's Kino Lorber or Kino Lorber Classics, I probably have about 20 or 30 of them. So I buy them when I get a good deal on them and everything else. So, but I would like to see them step it up a little bit. But yeah, guys, I think that's probably gonna do it as far as everything I've kind of really got my hands on lately. I'm trying to look up there just to see if I bought, because I do have a bad habit of that. I will buy stuff and accidentally just go ahead and put it on the shelf just to go ahead and make room for it. I will tell you guys that Severn shelf that I have up there is all my Severn Blu-rays, which I know you can't see it, but I do have that shelf completely filled now. Bought a ton of Severn stuff. It's going to take me the next year or two to try to go through all those and watch everything that I bought from the Severn Nukes to mid-year sale, not to mention the nasty Black Friday sale. Got some great deals on that stuff. I still have a whole box of Severn stuff over there, which I haven't even opened yet, which is mainly DVDs. I'm trying to make another shelf just for a shelf on its own, just for the Severn DVD releases, because that's a different format. But there's a bunch down there I still haven't opened yet, which I'm going to get to. I got a bunch of stuff sitting over here in this chair that I got to get to. Powerhouse Indicator stuff, some limited edition sets, and just you name it. I've been meaning to pop this one in right here and give this thing a go. This is the Hammer House of Horror, the complete series that's put out by a company called Network. And while I'm thinking about it, I was at Orbit DVD in October of 2021, and I bought these two releases right here. They were really good prices, and I went ahead and bought them. They're both Region B releases, but they're from a company called Network. And from what I can see of it, it looks like they've done a really good job with their releases, but I can't wait to pop them in and actually see the actual the picture and the sound quality. But that is, of course, Hammer House of Horror right there. I think this is a 3-disc set, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look there. The memory on me. But yeah, guys, that is a 3-disc set right there. Been meaning to jump in this. I'm trying to think of how many episodes was on this bad boy right quick. 13 Unforgettable Tales. So yeah, got this one right here, and plus Boris Karloff in The Ghoul right there. So this is a little bit of a plain case for a boutique release, but hey, it is what it is. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they include a booklet in with this one right here. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen that film before. If I have, I sure as hell don't remember it. They do have, that's not reverse artwork, but there is artwork behind it. It was nice that they include a booklet. And I think this was like $10, and I think this one might have been 20, 22 or 23. Just can't remember. I didn't own the Hammer House of Horrors, the series. I do know that I believe it was Synops who put this out as a DVD, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it might have been either Synops or Blue Underground. It was one of them. But definitely don't have this on Blu-ray though, so I went ahead and grabbed that. I've been meaning to grab it. I'm going to go ahead and set that off to the side because I might as well take that in the living room so I can have that in there so I can pop it in when I feel like watching it. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Oh, guys, while I'm thinking about it, Arrow Video has recently just announced that they're going to be putting this out as a 4K UHD or a Blu-ray, and it's going to come out in limited edition sets. But that is none other than one of fucking awesome movies right here that does not get enough attention, but that is none other than Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I did buy this while I was in orbit as well. This is put out by Dark Sky Films, who of course owns Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. I think those guys are pretty much, that's their bread and butter. That's how they survive. But I do know that there was an older release of this right here. I think Brian showed me his, which was not the 30th anniversary release, but it was a Blu-ray. So hey, definitely got some special features on here. This is a Region A release. Got this for a really good price while I was in orbit, and even includes a booklet inside there right there. So Dark Sky Films did do a good job of this. But I will tell you right now, besides Dario Argento's Phenomena that's coming out from Synops and Arrow Video, because they both collaborated, I am definitely looking forward to Arrow's release of Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Those are two releases that I'm already super excited for this year. I believe Phenomena is about to come out here in about a month, I would say. On 4K UHD. You got a couple of options to pick through what you want as far as artwork being on the front of your edition and all that. And as well as Henry, you're going to get the chance to pick whether you want the Blu-ray or the 4K and what artwork you want for each one. Say, we live in amazing times for physical media, that's for sure. Hands down. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this video wraps. We're about an hour and 36 minutes into it. Figure I'd come back here, take a little bit of time, shoot a video, let everybody know, hey, I am still alive. Just been kind of under the weather after that surgery. So, like I said, guys, about 2 weeks and a couple of days has gone by. I'm actually able to get out of the bed or get up off the couch and actually walk around a little bit, get a little bit of exercise. I'm able to come back here and sit down on the couch for a couple of hours at a time, as long as I'm not fucking dying with pain. I could take the appropriate pain medication and actually get comfortable and have some fun. So, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video. I do have a couple things coming. I just bought from eBay just 2 hours before I got on here. I bought 2 Code Red titles. More Code Red to add to the collection, matter of fact. I bought 2 Code Red titles that Brian over at Brian Goes Blue had suggested I should definitely get during the live stream. Which he has a couple more too I need to look into. Definitely gonna look into a little bit more Code Red just to kind of give them a feel out. It's been enough time where I've just kind of neglected that company. Hopefully, I think that's Bill Banana Man over there. Hopefully he's doing pretty good. I think it seems like every time I hear anything, like Brian even said the other night, it seems like every time we hear anything about him, it's like, hey, like we kind of want to update, like on what's going on with him, like what's the future of Code Red look like, whatever. And just seems like poor Bill over there, just seems like he's kind of going through a tough time with some health issues and stuff. So hopefully everything works out. But ordered those 2 things. I'm trying to think of what else. I ordered Robo Tricks, the limited edition from 88 Films. I ordered that from Orbit DVD. It was on the live stream Saturday night. And other than Shenanigans 1, Cody chimed in and was like, hey, why the fuck ain't you ordered that yet? You've already ordered Ricky O. Why haven't you got Robo Tricks yet? So I went ahead and said, fuck it, not going to delay on that anymore. Ordered that one, so I got that one coming in. That one, since I ordered it from Orbit, I'm surprised it wasn't here today. I'm surprised it wasn't here Monday, since I ordered it Saturday. But anyway, I'm sure that'll pop up here, if not tomorrow, probably the next day. Orbit's very fast whenever I order something from them. Usually 72 hours later, at least by 72 hours later, at the max usually. Like I have that shit usually sitting on my front steps out there just waiting on me. So it's always, that's one of my things about supporting Orbit DVD. I love the fact that they're not trying to sell you something that they don't even have in stock, like some other company that we all order from in the past and probably still order from. We're not getting on there buying shit off of somebody's website, somebody's store, and they don't even have it in stock. So then they got to place an order through their distributor, finally get it to them, and then they finally send it to you. Orbit ain't like that. They'll send your shit immediately. You pay for the shit. Their job is to get it in your hands as fast as they possibly can. So it's not going to sit around their store or some other bullshit for a couple days or a week before they send it to you. You place that order, they send it out that date, or it's going to be the next day if you placed it late after the store closed. So Orbit DVD, I fucking love them, support them, and I love supporting them. Even if it's I gotta pay a few extra bucks to do it, I'll do it all day long. Let's see what else, guys. Is there anything I need to discuss? Is there any kind of news kind of coming up? I already kind of said 88 films. 88 films yesterday. Today is the 8th, I believe. I know 88 films yesterday. They dropped a handful of releases they got planned and coming up. Everything looks really good. Their packaging looks awesome. 88 Films has stepped up their fucking game. They're doing great, and I hope to see them to keep doing that right there. I think it's no secret that you can kind of look at 88 Films and tell that they have got their eye on the competition now, and they're ready to play ball just like everybody else. I said this the other night multiple times in the stream that we had. It's probably safe to say, guys, that we have a lot of boutique labels that's pumping all this stuff down the pipeline, and it seems like a lot of it's coming all at once. It's very hard. It's really hard to keep track of everything that's coming out. Especially the stuff that you're like, hey, I'm interested in that. I want to give that a go. Blah blah. It's, they could be announcing it. It could take a couple months later for it to come out. It's kind of hard to keep your brain wrapped around all of it. But, guys, and I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a year that we saw a few more boutique labels actually crank up and develop and, get a good startup and, just manifest out of nowhere. And before we know it, we got even more boutique labels to look at and see what they got coming out. So, it's definitely obvious too. Like even though I'm sure all these companies, I'm sure that they rely heavily on one another. We all know that a lot of these companies collab together, especially Severin and Vinegar Syndrome. They collab together. There's a kinship and a friendship there and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, that is a lot of competition right there, and I'm sure each one of them probably has a designated person who really, as far as the product that they have rolling out, there's somebody in each company who's probably looking at every other company to see what they're doing, what they're releasing, the style of it, seeing how it looks like it's making good projections and it's selling good. So there's definitely a lot of competition when it comes to these labels, and I would assume look at Vinegar Syndrome. Not only is Vinegar Syndrome's website selling their products, they sell everybody else's products, but damn, they've got those labels that they have that's on their website. What is this? This is Fun City Editions, Dark Sky and Film. I'm trying to think of what else. I even bought a few myself, and I'm just like, holy shit. Subculture is another one of them. I said Fun City Edition, AGFA, and there's a few others too. It's crazy to see how many companies to see Vinegar Syndrome do as well as they did. And now you're seeing that Vinegar Syndrome literally has a handful, if not two, of other labels going through their website to sell their merchandise. That's fucking crazy, but I'm sure before we know it, we'll probably see another boutique label do the exact same formula. They'll probably have a few more labels that's really kind of unknown, or who knows if they might develop out of nowhere, but they'll actually bring them to the forefront of their label and actually sell their products as kind of like as a subsidiary label kind of thing. So who knows? Guys, I hope you had fun with the video. We're almost here at 1 hour and 44 minutes, so let's call it a day. I was very happy to do the video, though. Guys, please hit me up in the comment section. Anything I showed you or anything that you're excited about or you have yourself, you have any comments on it, please hit me up in the comment section. Don't hesitate. Guys, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, Jesus Christ, if you watched me talk for 1 hour and 44 minutes, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please check out Pop's Movie Dungeon. Alan over there. Pop is a fucking great friend of mine. Dear friend. Love him to death. Check out Brian over there, which is Brian Covington. He's over there at Brian Goes Blue. Him and his girlfriend Coco. They're great fucking people. That's a great duo for YouTube right there. I love watching their videos. Brian has become an awesome, great friend to me. Of course, thanks to Cody Shenanigans One for always fucking being right there, man. Just always sending me some great stuff, doing packages with me back and forth. I'm having a great time talking to him every day, like I said. Yeah, even Brad too as well, Brad Havens. Man, I love the hell out of you, man. Dig the hell out of talking to you for the past couple of days, man. Shooting the shit, getting in the live streams and stuff like that too as well, man. I'm telling you guys, man, I talk to you guys more than I talk to like most of the family that I have. So, but anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Until the next video, this is me signing off, and to say, hey, be safe, be careful.